Marietta Mehanni, and this week's Gymstick tip is an abdominal exercise. In fact, we're going to work all of the abdominal muscles, and I'm going to talk a little bit about pelvic floor and the internal core muscles, so we're going to include that today as well. So, we're going to start off by adding lots of resistance on the gym stick. And we'll need that because it's going to help us with coming up. So we don't want to work too hard about coming up, but we want to work as the body goes back, so we get an extension to the abdominals. So lots of resistance. Then place one elbow underneath the gym stick, just hook your thumb over, and then take the other arm underneath. And so you just basically hold the stick against your body, and you're going to recline back and come back up again. So I'm just going to angle this way a little bit. Your knees are bent, and then you're going to go back and come back up. So as you go back, there's a couple of things to think about. Firstly, exhale. So exhale as you go back, inhale as you come up. Exhale as you go back, inhale as you come up. The second thing to think about is your pelvic floor. So that's the muscles that stretch from your coccyx through to your pubic bone. And you want to think about drawing those muscles upwards as if you were trying to stop yourself from going to the toilet. So as you go back, you draw up the pelvic floor. As you come forwards, you release it. So draw up the pelvic floor and then release it. So if you do these exercises regularly, you'll find that your pelvic floor will get stronger, and you'll find that over time, you'll be able to do things that perhaps you might have struggled with before, like going to the gym and not having to go to the toilet or not leaking anymore. So a couple of things to think about the pelvic floor. So we're going to be doing these exercises for 30 seconds. Now you can either set the timer on your phone, or you can download the Gymstick music from powermusic.com. So we've created music tracks that actually are timed, that have a countdown, and Power Music has helped us with all the editing and with hosting our music. So great website, anyone can access it, whether you're an instructor or you're just someone that wants to do your own Gymstick workouts at home. So we're going to keep doing that for 30 seconds, then there's a 10-second break, and then we're going to add a recline with a rotation. So you're going to lean backwards, and each time you do, you're twisting and pulling the stick back. So you want to make sure that you're reclining back and twisting at the same time. So we're going to do this for another 30 seconds, and then we're going to do a final exercise. So with Gymstick, we have this concept called trios, where we have 3 exercises that progressively become more demanding, 30 seconds each, with a short recovery in between, and then we repeat those 3 exercises again. So we've done 30 seconds of that, 10-second break, and then you stay in the recline position and you alternate a tap. So you pull the gym stick back over to either side, and you're making sure that you're breathing in and out at the same time. Whew. There we go. This is getting a lot more challenging. Now, if you're a Gymstick instructor, one of the things that you need to look for as an error is when people start lifting their arms away from their bodies. Yeah. So they're trying to rotate and move their arms instead of rotating and moving their torso. So make sure that people always keep the gym stick firmly against their torso. You have a 20-second break, and then we start the entire process again. Now remember that resistance is going to help you, so add more on if you're struggling to perform any of these exercises. And you're always keeping your feet on the floor. So you find yourself throwing your head forwards to come up, or your feet are lifting off the floor, you've leaned back maybe a little bit too far, or you need to add more resistance on. So if you're thinking to yourself that you wouldn't mind becoming a Gymstick instructor, and you might find you've got a group of friends that you want to do some Gymstick with, or you're someone in the fitness industry, or you're someone like a school teacher, and you'd like to find out how to train with the Gymstick more effectively, you can do Gymstick training. And so there's 2 ways that you can find out more information. You can either go to my website, mariettamehanni.com, or you can send me an email, marietta.mehanni@gymstick.com. Because I'm the instructor, the director of all the education around the world, I can offer you suggestions about where you can get training or if we can organise one for you. And that's this week's Gymstick tip.